Yes. So Elgamal algorithm, which is again one of the type of asymmetric key encryption algorithm. Before this, we have discussed about the RSA algorithms. We have solved example on the RSA algorithm. Now, this Elgamal is an asymmetric key encryption algorithm for public key cryptography. That means we can say for receiver and the sender, they will have different keys for the encryption as well as for decryption purpose. Okay, this algorithm is based upon the Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm. This Diffie-Hellman key exchange we are going to discuss after this. Now, it was described by the Teher Elgamal in 1985. This encryption includes the three components. Usually, these are the basic components of every algorithm. First, we have to generate the key. Sometimes there is directly the encryption and the decryption part. But before this, in this algorithm also, like RSA, we have to generate our keys. The first part will be to generate the keys, then encryption, and then decryption we are going to discuss. Okay, how we are going to generate the keys, I will just briefly explain this one, and then we will see the examples. With the examples, it will be to understand this algorithm, it is very easy. Okay, now what this algorithm says, while you are selecting the keys or generating the keys, you again have to deal with the prime numbers. Now you might have observed at the starting of this session, or we can say at the starting of this unit, we have discussed some numerical or basic mathematical part of what is prime number, the how to calculate the GCD, what is a relatively prime number. That everything is a part of this we can say asymmetric and the symmetric encryption algorithms, right? In us, basically in asymmetric encryption algorithms, we most probably use the mathematical concepts where we deal with the prime numbers only. Why we are dealing with only prime numbers? Because whatever the mathematical calculations we do by using the prime numbers, when we apply an equation, that becomes more complex. Okay, and we want some complexity, we want some complexity in our calculations, so that no any intruder can find out our keys, no intruder can access our data, right? So that is why we are majorly dealing with the prime numbers. Now here also we have to select, I hope this is visible to you. Now in this key generation, first step is to select the large prime number, that is any, we can say any prime number. Okay, now first, this prime number will be the first part of the public key. Now, what is the meaning of this? In this, for public key, we will be having the three elements. Like here, you can observe here in our public key, we have three elements. Okay, E1, E2, and the P. Now, this P is nothing but your prime number. Okay, this is the first part of your public key. Now, we have to select the large prime number, that is P. After that, here we are selecting any random number, that is D, which will be called as a private key. Okay, try to just link up the steps. First, we are going to select the prime number, then we are selecting the private key. Now, this private key, while you are choosing this random number, you have to make sure this D should be less than the P. रैंडम नंबर एज अ प्राइवेट की, इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी कि ये प्राइम नंबर ही होना चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ, कोई भी रैंडम नंबर ले सकते हो, बट दैट नंबर शुड बी लेस देन द प्राइम नंबर विच यू हैव ऑलरेडी सिलेक्टेड. Okay, now the next thing is, now we have to select the second part of our private key, public key, sorry. Then second part of the encryption key or the public key, we call it as a E1. Okay, now this is also you have to select randomly, but while you are selecting this, you have to apply, you have to make sure that number should be the generator of the multiplicative group of integer modulo P. Generator of the multiplicative group of integers modulo P. This multiplicative group मतलब cyclic group जो होता है, that I will explain while explaining the example. ये कैसे लेते हैं वो I will tell you. The generator of the multiplicative group of the integer modulo P. जो भी आप नंबर यहाँ पे एज ए इवन सिलेक्ट करोगे, this should satisfy this. Okay, now after selecting this E1, Now we have to go for the third part of the public key, that is to find out the E2. Now how to find out this E2? Simply, we have a formula E2 equals to E1 raised to D mod P. Now, why we have selected in between this D private key? Because for calculating the E2, we need this D. E2 निकालते वक्त हमें ये प्राइवेट की लगने वाला है, so हमने इधर ही सेकेंड स्टेप में D को हमने assume कर लिया. We have considered this D. Now, E2 equals to E1 raised to D mod P. Okay, so in this way, the public keys E1, E2 and the P, now we have. First, we have selected this prime number, that is P. Then we have calculated we have selected this E1. Only condition while selecting the E1 is that number should be generated of the multiplicative group of integers modulo P. Okay. Now the third one is the E2. How we are calculating? E1 raised to D mod P. Fine. And we have our private key, that is D, which we have already selected, and the only condition while selecting is your D should be less than the prime number which you have selected in the first. Okay, so this is our private key. Now in this way we are selecting our keys. Now after this, we don't have printer here. 315. So after this, the encryption part. Now in the encryption part, we need to select one random number, any random integer. There is no any limitation, there is no any restriction कि you have to select prime number या फिर prime number से छोटा होना चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. Select any random integer which will be noted as R. Okay. Now here, while we are encrypting the plain text, okay, we will be getting the ciphertext in the two form. दो content में हमें मिलेगा, दो digit में हमें मिलेगा, C1 and the C2, and we are concatenating that, and C1, C2 will be your final ciphertext, and that we are sending as a ciphertext after the encryption. Okay. Now how we are calculating this C1? E1 raised to R mod P. This is the formula, E1 raised to R. Now E1, our first, or we can say after prime number, the second part of the public key. Okay. E1 raised to R, R which we have selected as a random number. Mod P, which is our prime number. Okay. E1 raised to R mod P. By using this formula, we will get the C1. Now after this C2, we have to find out whatever the plain text. Plain text यहाँ पे क्या रहेगा? Plain text मतलब आपका जो भी आपका plain text की जो numbers, characters उसमें रहेंगे. APSIT. How many letters are there? That number will be your plain text. Okay. Into E2 raised to R. E2 raised to R. E2 we have calculated by using the formula here already in the key generation step. So E2 raised to R mod P. So value which we will get after this and after this, which will be written like this. Now this is your final ciphertext for the given plain text. Okay. Now this is the formula for encryption. Now how we are decrypting? At receiver side, we are going to apply this formula, that is plain text equals to C2 into, receiver will have this C2 and the C1, right? And D will be the private key, C2 into C1 raised to D inverse mod P. Now we are considering here कि both will have some common values which are shared already. यहाँ पे जो भी हमने selection किया है, ये सारे values receiver के पास भी रहेंगे. Now how we are saying that कि both will have, because they are sharing the keys. Okay, they will have some public keys. जो उन्होंने कुछ values select की हैं, that will be public. Some of that values will be publicly available. Okay, so they can use any one of keys if they are present in that network. Now, वो key जो exchange होते हैं, the key which they shared for encryption and the decryption, that will be shared by using the Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm. Okay, अब ये Diffie-Hellman क्या होता है, that we will see after this Elgamal algorithm. Fine. So this is the Elgamal algorithm. Now let us verify this by using the example. Now first we have to perform the key generation. Okay, key generation. Now here the first step is to select the large prime number. Okay, select the large prime number. Suppose if I'm selecting 11. Now remember, we are taking the value which is very smaller as a prime number. Whenever this actually algorithm will be implemented, that time 11 digit, 12 digit, 12 digit, ऐसे मतलब इतने बड़े बड़े प्राइम नंबर्स वहां पे सिलेक्ट किए जाते हैं. इन RSA also the value which we choose for P and the Q, that time also large prime numbers will be selected. Okay, for here, for simplicity, for calculation, we are selecting P equals to 11. Now after this, to select the decryption key or the private key of the receiver. If you remember, whenever in asymmetric key encryption algorithm, whenever the data will be encrypted, that will be encrypted by using the public key of the receiver. And whenever the receiver decrypt the plain text, decrypt the code, that time it decrypt by using its own private key. Okay, this we have discussed in the second last lecture. So after this, here we are selecting the decryption key, or we can say private key, which is D. What is the condition? D should be less than P. Consider I am selecting here 3. D should be 3. D is 3. Now the third step is, now here this is the first part of your public key, right? This is the first part of your public key, that is choosing the P. Now second part kya hai? To find out the even value. To choose the even value. How we are choosing this value? This value should be generator of the cyclic group. जनरेटर ऑफ द साइक्लिक ग्रुप, या फिर उसको मल्टीप्लिकेटिव ग्रुप ऑफ इंटीजर्स भी कहा जाता है. जनरेटर ऑफ द साइक्लिक ग्रुप. नाउ व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस? नाउ वी हैव सिलेक्टेड दिस p इक्वल्स टू 11. तो इसका क्या मतलब होता है कि z ऑफ 11 में सेट आता है फ्रॉम 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. ठीक है, आई एम गिविंग द एक्सप्लेनेशन फॉर दिस जनरेटर ऑफ द साइक्लिक ग्रुप. तो z ऑफ 11 क्या होता है कि ये बिलो लेस देन 11 वॉट एवर द वैल्यूज वी हैव वो उस सेट में आएंगी. नाउ जनरेटर क्या होता है? द वैल्यू शुड बी प्रेजेंट इन दिस सेट. z ऑफ 11 के सेट में ये वैल्यू प्रेजेंट होनी चाहिए. एज वेल एज बाय यूजिंग दैट वैल्यू ऑल्सो, by using that value also, you can represent this all values which are present in this set. What is the meaning of this? Now generator of this cyclic group is here. We have 2. 1 से नहीं होगा. क्यों नहीं होगा? 2 कैसे है ये मैं पहले बताती हूँ. How we can finalize that? If I will write like 2 raised to 1 mod 11, z of 11 है ना. So 2 raised to 1 mod 11, this value is 2. 2 raised to 2 mod 11, that is 4. 2 raised to 3, let me write all values. 2 raised to 3 mod 11, that is 8. 2 raised to 4 mod 11, 5. 2 raised to 5 mod 11, that is 10. 2 raised to 6 mod 11, 9. 2 raised to 7 mod 11, 7. 2 raised to 8 mod 11 will be 3. 2 raised to 9 mod 11 will be 6. 2 raised to 10 mod 11 is 1. Now here, if you will check all the values, the result for this all the equations 2 4 8 5 10 9 7 3 6 1. Okay, अब ये values क्या है? These are the all values which are present in this set 1 to 10, right? 1 to 10 all values are present. That means by using the 2 raised to mod 11 2:2 mod 11, 2:3 mod 11. By writing, it is not necessary कि 2:1 आपका पहले ही वैल्यू आनी चाहिए, 2:2 आपकी सेकेंड वैल्यू ही आनी चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं है. Your value should match or value should give the result of all the values which are present in this set. Then only we can say this value is the generator of this cyclic group or the multiplicative group. Okay, इसका मतलब ऐसे होता है, generator of the cyclic group. Okay, so और भी हो सकते हैं यहाँ पे, अगर आप आगे का भी सॉल्व करेंगे तो और भी एक आध दो वैल्यूज आपको वैसे मिल सकती है. सो यू कैन चूज एनी वन ऑफ, मान लो कि 2 है, 5 है, आई एम कंसिडरिंग ओनली, नेक्स्ट मैंने इवेल्युएट नहीं किया. सो 5, 7, 10 अगर ऐसा मान लो है, सो फ्रॉम दिस ऑल 4 वैल्यूज जो आपके जनरेटर हैं, उसमें से कोई भी जनरेटर यू कैन यूज एज अ इवन. ओके, सो हियर आई रिसीव by with the 2 only, so I have taken that 2. And one more thing, no any value should be repeated here. यहाँ क्या है, value should not repeated. मतलब 2 एक बार आया ना तो 2 वापस से इधर इस सेट में रिपीट नहीं होना चाहिए, इधर किसका रिजल्ट 2 वापस नहीं आना चाहिए. That is also one condition. Okay, so in this way generator of the cyclic group we can find out. Now here we are selecting E1 as 2 for our example. Now remember, Elgamal algorithm पे numericals are not asked in the university examination. आज तक तो नहीं पूछा गया है. Okay, Elgamal पे examples नहीं आते. But explanation or explain Elgamal algorithm in short for 6 marks or for 10 marks, this algorithm can be asked. So in that case, you have to explain the algorithm steps and you can give the example. And for that, if you will practice this by using the same values for 2 or 3 times, you can easily solve. Okay, so in that case you can just remember the values generator of the cyclic group. So वहां पे आपको जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, ऐसा कोई एग्जांपल नहीं आता जिसमें आपको ये सारे स्टेप्स करने पड़ेंगे. सिंपली यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन द Elgamal algorithm, ये क्वेश्चन आता है. सो इन दैट केस टू okay, now here we have selected the second part of our algorithm, that is E1. First part was P. Second part is E1, that is the generator of the cyclic group of 11, that is 2. Okay. Now the third step क्या था अभी देखो, मतलब third part. The third part of the encryption key, that we have to find out the E2. How to find out the E2? E2 equals to E1 raised to D mod P. Let me write this. E2 equals to E1 raised to D mod P. Now D we have selected 3, E1 we have 2, right? And P was 11. Now just put all the values. 2 raised to 3 mod 11. The value will be 8. So our E2 is 8. Now we have the public key. The key generation part is done. Public key is what? P, E1 and E2. That is P is 11, E1 is 2 and E2 is 8. Okay, and the private key? And the private key which we have selected is 3. That is D. Fine, this is the key generation. ये key generation हुआ, sender receiver side दोनों side का हो गया. अब now let us move for encryption. Now for the first step in the encryption is to select the random integer, that is R. Select random integer which is R. Now after that we have to compute this C1 and the C2 values. Now let me consider this R value as 4. Any random integer. There is no any limitation कि आपको कुछ किस तरीके से select करना है. Any random integer as R you can select. Now the formula to calculate the C1 is E1 raised to R mod P. Okay, E1 raised to R mod P. The value for E1 is 2. Value for E1 is 2 raised to 4 mod 11. So our C1 will be 2 raised to 4 mod 11 will be 5. So our C1 is 5. Now we have to calculate the second part, that is C2. The C2 is plain text into E2 raised to R. Okay, E2 का raised to R है, E2 raised to R mod P. Now suppose plain text, I will let me write here. Plain text is equals to hello TE. Okay, hello TE. कितने alphabets है इसमें total? 7. So your plain text value will be 7 into E2 value is 8 raised to R, that is 4 mod 11. So when you solve this, 7 into 8 raised to 4 mod 11, you will get the value like 28672. I have already calculated 28672 mod 11. So when you will solve this, you will get the value of C2 as 6. Okay, this will be the value for C2. It is 6. Fine. Now our cipher text is C equals to C1 and C2, that is 5 and 6. So this will be sent as a plain a conversion of plain text, that is cipher text, that is 5, 6. So this will be received by the receiver, and if receiver wants to decrypt this, decode this, then how receiver is going to do that we will see. Receiver has received 5 and 6. Plain text हमें मिलना चाहिए 7. Okay, our result should have be 7 क्योंकि hello T plain text लिया था हमने. Now receiver have 5 and the 6. How we are going to calculate? What is the decryption formula? Decryption formula is plain text equals to C2 into C1 raised to D. इसका inverse है -1 mod P. C2 into C1 raised to D inverse mod. This is the formula for decryption. Now C2, that is 6. Okay, C1 5 raised to D की वैल्यू कितनी है हमारी? 5 raised to our D value is 3. Here we have private key, D is equals to 3. So 5 raised to 3 -1 mod P, that is mod 11. Okay. Now to solve, simply now we have to solve this. अब क्या है, मतलब 6 mod 11 and इसका इनवर्स है 5 raised to 3 -1 mod 11. मतलब ये दोनों वैल्यूज मल्टीप्लीकेशन में है ना. इसको अगर a into b mod p अगर ऐसा लिखते हैं तो हम उसको वापस से डिवाइड भी कर सकते हैं ना. तो उस तरीके से हम लोग इसको सॉल्व करते हैं. लेट मी कीप दिस 6 as it is and I will first solve this part 5 raised to 3 -1 mod 11. So if you will solve this, let me solve here 5 raised to 3 raised to -1 mod 11. So 5 raised to 3 will be 125 inverse mod 11. Okay, अब इनवर्स कैसे फाइंड आउट करते हैं? We can write like this 125 into x mod 11 should be 1. Right, multiplicative inverse. Now everyone knows how to calculate the multiplicative inverse. We have solved a lot of examples already to find out the multiplicative inverse. So simply hit and trial method, extended Euclidean algorithm या फिर एक K वाला formula जो बताया था, कोई भी एक use करके you can find out the multiplicative inverse. Okay, so here the value should be such that the value of x should be such that कि 125 से multiply करके mod 11 should be 1. Now here if you will put the x equals to 3, hit and trial से आपको easily आ जाएगा. X equals to 3, if you will put that and if you will multiply mod 11, then you will get the value 1. So here I am receiving the value x equals to 3. मतलब ये जो equation है, this equation, इसकी value हमारी क्या आई? 3 आई. So I am simply putting up here 6 into 3 इसके बदले. Okay, और इसका individual mod 11 is already present here. So 6 into 3 mod 11. So 18 mod 11 will be 7. So this is equals to our plain text. हमारा plain text क्या था? Hello TE. Right? मतलब मैंने सिर्फ वैल्यूज के लिए प्लेन टेक्स्ट मैंने ऐसे कंसिडर किया है, इसका फिर वो बाइनरी होता है, फिर दैट इज द डिफरेंट पार्ट. मैं बस प्लेन टेक्स्ट अगर इसमें कुछ 7 वैल्यूज है वो दिखाने के लिए मैंने यहाँ पे हेलो टी बताया. अदरवाइज दिस इज द कन्वर्जन ऑफ बाइनरी. वो बाइनरी हमारा प्लेन टेक्स्ट होता है. प्लेन टेक्स्ट वाज 7 and now we have received after decrypting plain text as a 7. Okay, now let me just revise one more time. This is the Elgamal algorithm, which is again the type of asymmetric key encryption algorithm. Okay, before this we have discussed RSA algorithm. RSA is very important. Elgamal can be asked, मतलब ये usually repeat नहीं हुआ है question, but it can be asked in a short note. Now Elgamal, this is asymmetric. Sender and receiver both will be working on a different formula with the different keys. Now here is the key generation part. The very first thing, key generation ही important होता है, बाकी encryption and decryption के लिए तो simple formula होता है where we have to put the values. So while you are selecting, while you are choosing the values for key generation, that is the very important part. Okay, so in this we have to select first of all the prime number. Okay, that prime number will be the first part of your public key. Second, we are choosing the private key. That private key should be less than of this prime number. This is only the one requirement. Now, third step में हम क्या कर रहे हैं? Second part of the public key, that is E1 find out करते हैं. P हमने find out किया, अब E1 find out कर रहे हैं, या फिर हम उसको choose कर रहे हैं E1 को. How? That number should be generator of the multiplicative group of integers. What is the meaning of this? That I have already explained with the example. कि generator मतलब क्या होता है? Okay. After this, once we will choose this E1, now we have to select this E2. For this E2, we have a formula E1 raised to D mod P. Okay, and this is now the final public key set. ये हमारा public key का पूरा set हुआ, E1, E2 and the P. And our private key selected is D. This is the key generation part. And encryption will be performed in the 2 steps. Okay, encryption क्या रहेगा? 2 parts में आएगा, C1 and C2. After calculation, we are concatenating that C1 and C2 and we are sending this as a ciphertext. C1 formula is E1 raised to R mod P. This R is nothing but the random number which we have selected before this. कोई भी एक random integer value ले लो and E1 raised to R mod P. And C2 will be calculated by plain text into E2 raised to R mod P. And this will be your C1 and the C2. For decryption, simply you have C2 into C1 raised to minus C2 raised to D inverse mod P. Okay, that will be the decryption formula. Okay, so if you'll revise this 1 or 2 times, this is very easy. Key generation part is important and ये C1, C2 and D का एक formula. बस. You can solve easily any example by choosing any value. But I will suggest कोई example नहीं पूछा जाता. मतलब एग्जाम न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्विंग नहीं आता, इस पे एक्सप्लेनेशन ही आता है. सो इफ यू विल ओनली रिमेंबर द वैल्यूज व्हिच बाय यूजिंग व्हिच यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन दिस, दैट विल बी इजी फॉर. फाइन. नाउ लेट मी मूव टू द नेक्स्ट algorithm, that is Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm. Now Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm, the first and a very important thing here is this is not an plain text encryption algorithm. ये आप जो plain text का encryption करते हैं, cipher text prepare करते हैं, this is not this algorithm is not for that. This algorithm is simply to exchange the key which we are calculating or the key which we are sharing to each other, sender in between the sender and the receiver. That is the part here. Okay, Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm. Viva questions में आपके MCQs में this question is very important कि this is the encryption algorithm और key exchange. Flow में क्या हो जाता है, encryption algorithm है तो ऐसे ही समझ लेकिन this is a used for key exchanging. Now here symmetric key cryptography in which sender and the receiver both are sharing the keys, right? Sender and the receiver both are sharing the keys. The problem occur कि intruder, any intruder who is available on that network in between them on the internet or the network which is not secure, any intruder can access that key and they can decrypt the data, any data afterwards which is sending or which is communicating in between the sender and the receiver, right? So this key exchange solution is not foolproof or it is not practically possible, ऐसा भी कहा जाता है, because क्या है कि see, no any algorithm, भले ही हम कह रहे हैं कि RSA is very strong and everything, but at some time, at some point ऐसा हो सकता है by applying all the brute force algorithms, या फिर हम कह सकते हैं कि each and every case if we are applying, at some point anyone can find out the plain text. Means practically जब कंपनीज में या फिर ऐसा होता है ना कि उसके होल्स फाइंड आउट किए जाते हैं, एनी सॉफ्टवेयर, वंस अ सॉफ्टवेयर विल बी प्रिपेयर्ड, क्या होता है जैसे मान लो SBI कोई एक ऐप बना रहा है अपने मनी ट्रांजैक्शंस के लिए, यूजर्स के लिए, तो वहां पे वो पहले टेस्टिंग होता है एंड वन official we can say department will be there who will only find out the loopholes in that software. ठीक है, वो लोग बस इसके लिए होते हैं कि तुम इसको कैसे क्रैक कर पाओ, या फिर लूपहोल्स यहाँ के विदाउट हैविंग एनी अकाउंट होल्डर डिटेल्स, कैन यू लॉग इन, कैन यू परफॉर्म द ट्रांजेक्शंस, वो सब चेक करने के लिए बैठे रहते हैं कि कुछ ना कुछ इसमें से क्या है, कोई लूपहोल मिल जाए. सो बाय यूजिंग एनी, मतलब इस केस में भी क्या है, डेफी-हेलमैन की एक्सचेंज एल्गोरिथम also have some limitations, man in the middle attack भी यहाँ पे possible होता है, ठीक है, but still we have some theory behind this, how we exchange the values, how we exchange the keys. Okay, this is what the Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm is. So it is inherently linked with the symmetric key cryptography. This diagram is just simply to represent कि one sender is there, one receiver is there, both wants to agree upon some keys so that they can perform the encryption and decryption. Okay. And here I'm representing the sender as the Alice and Bob as a receiver, and any one intruder is there who can just access that keys or that plain text, or even if we are sharing the keys also, it may possible कि man in the middle attack जो सबसे पहला लेक्चर CSS का हुआ था उसमें हमने टाइप ऑफ द अटैक्स देखे थे, उसके अंदर जो पार्ट्स देखे थे, मैन इन द मिडल अटैक भी हमने देखा हुआ है, ठीक है. So that case can happen in this Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm also. That is the one limitation. But how this will be performed, that first we will see. Now, this is the algorithm. Now here, one assumption कि two parties can agree on a symmetric key using this technique. This algorithm is applicable for the symmetric key encryption, where both the parties are using one key for the encryption and the decryption. Okay, two parties can agree on a symmetric key using this technique. This can be used for the encryption or decryption. This algorithm can be used only for key agreement but not for the encryption or decryption, and it is based on the mathematical principles. जो भी हम आगे यहाँ पे देखने वाले हैं उसको बहुत सारे पीछे बैकग्राउंड है, but we are only discussing about the formula which is given for implementing this. Okay, now what is happening in this algorithm? Firstly, Alice and the Bob are agree upon two large numbers. Let me explain this with the diagram. Okay, here Alice and the Bob are agree upon, matlab sender and the receiver both should agree upon two large prime numbers. Again, here also we are using the two large prime numbers. We are representing this as a N and the G. Now these numbers need not be secret, that can be shared publicly. Means if they are present in the network, or their public key will be just या फिर ये keys ऐसे रहेंगे ना जो which is available to everyone can access. Okay, now these numbers, okay, now Alice choose another large random number. Now that number will be the private number to that Alice. जो भी sender है उसके लिए वो private number, ये उसने public number select किया, उसके बाद it will select the private number. Okay, by using that number, now it will calculate one A value. How it is going to calculate? G raised to X mod N. Now G, which is the public number of the receiver, raised to X. This X is only known to sender. Okay, mod N. Now N is again the value which is publicly available by the sender. Fine. Will be calculated. This Alice or the sender is going to send this to the Bob. मतलब रिसीवर को ये क्या करेगा, सेंड कर देगा. नाउ यहाँ पे ही वो मैन इन द मिडल अटैक हो सकता है कि जो भी ये वैल्यू सेंड कर रहे हैं, this value can be accessed to anyone another person also. मतलब ये उसको मिल ही जाएगा. But the thing is, even if any third person can get that number, and if that person is having this N and G also, क्योंकि ये पब्लिक ही है, तो कोई अगर ये लोग एक्सेस कर सकते हैं तो बाकी कोई भी एक्सेस कर सकता है, ये पब्लिक नंबर्स है, ठीक है. बट द थर्ड पर्सन और द इंट्रूडर कैन नॉट हैव दिस एक्स वैल्यू, क्योंकि ये एक्स सिर्फ क्या है, सिर्फ सेंडर के पास ही है. बाय यूजिंग दिस एक्स ओनली ये वैल्यूज कैलकुलेट किए गए. तो यहाँ पे ये केस पॉसिबल हो सकता है कि अगर किसी इंट्रूडर को फाइंड आउट करना ही है, सो इन दैट केस दे विल जस्ट मतलब ट्रायल करते रहेंगे, एक्स के वैल्यूज 1 से लेके आगे कंटिन्यू करते जाएंगे और फिर फाइंड आउट करते रहेंगे. आफ्टर दैट नाउ रिसीवर चूजेस अनदर लार्ज रैंडम प्राइम नंबर. जैसे यहाँ पे एक्स सिलेक्ट किया था सेंडर ने, वैसे ही रिसीवर भी एक नंबर सिलेक्ट करेगा व्हिच वी कॉल इट एज अ सीक्रेट नंबर ऑफ रिसीवर व्हिच विल बी डिनोटेड एज 5. नाउ बाय यूजिंग दैट y वैल्यू अगेन रिसीवर इज आल्सो गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट द b वैल्यू. जैसे इसने a कैलकुलेट किया था वैसे यहाँ पे b कैलकुलेट होगा, g raised to y mod n. Okay, now whatever the value he is calculating, now that receiver will send this to the sender. Both are action. Now after this, here Alice now computes her secret key as K1. The value will be b raised to x mod n. अब क्या है यहाँ पे, K1 की वैल्यू जो है, by using all the a and b values, वो दोनों ने क्या किया है, एक्सचेंज किया है a and b के वैल्यूज. Now sender will calculate its own key. अब ये फाइनल की फाइंड आउट हो रही है, वो ए बी वो सब कीज नहीं थे, दिस इज द फाइनल की. सीक्रेट की है एंड बी विच इज शेयर्ड बाय द रिसीवर. रिसीवर ने कुछ कैलकुलेशन करके बी भेजा था. दिस इन द सेम वे रिसीवर इज आल्सो गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट K2. दिस इज द की विच विल बी जनरेटेड बाय द रिसीवर by using the a value. Okay, I know this is a little bit confusing. अभी a b k ये सब समझ के ना ध्यान में नहीं आता, बट जब एग्जांपल लेंगे तो समझ में आएगा. But try to understand. Now K2 a raised to y mod n. Now whatever the K1 and the K2 values you will get here, ये सेंडर के साइड में, ये रिसीवर के साइड में, the values at the end which you will receive K1 and the K2 that will be equal. At the end जब आपको ये values मिलेंगे वो K1 and K2 क्या होंगे, दोनों सेम आएंगे. Now that will be used as a key for the encryption and the decryption at sender side as well as at receiver side. Are you getting this? Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm is used to find out the key, is used to share the key with each other, which will be used for the encryption as well as for decryption. अब वो की एक्सचेंज करना उतना आसान नहीं है. Intruder can access that key. For that purpose, we have this algorithm so that few public numbers can be exchanged in between the sender and the receiver. By using that public numbers, मतलब जो publicly available है उनके वो numbers, by using that, they are calculating some new values. And again, by exchanging that new values, finally, they are finding out the keys at their own side. And whatever the keys which they are getting at their own side, that keys will be equal. तो इस तरीके से वो क्या करते हैं, ये keys use करते हैं at their own sides for encryption as for decryption. Now simply I will explain this with example. Suppose this is the sender and this is the receiver. The first step is to select the large prime number, right? Simply I'm selecting n is equals to 11 and G equals to 7. N is 11, G equals to 7. Now, whatever the number, here we have G and the N. The next step is to select the private key. या प्राइवेट की नहीं कह सकते उसको, प्राइवेट नंबर, कोई भी एक सीक्रेट नंबर उसको सिलेक्ट करना है इसके नेक्स्ट स्टेप में. फर्स्ट स्टेप क्या था? हियर Alice and Bob agree upon two large prime numbers, N and G, and this N and G will be publicly available to everyone. ठीक है, वो सबके पास अवेलेबल रहेगा. अब उसके बाद, now the second step is sender chooses another large random number, that is X, which will be private to her, and calculates A such that A raised to G raised to A equals to G raised to X mod N. Fine. अब यहाँ पे X को एक सिलेक्ट करना है. X will be the secret to this sender. Suppose X equals to 3 we have selected here. This is the second step. This one, the first step. Fine. Now by using this X, we are calculating, or Alice is calculating the A value, that is G raised to X mod N. G raised to X mod N. Fine. So suppose A equals to G value is, our G value is 7 raised to 3 mod N value is 11. Fine. So here A will be 2. 7 raised to 3 mod 11 will be A equals to 2. Now this A will be transmitted to the receiver. Whatever the value here Alice is getting, that will be transmitted to the receiver publicly. Network के through चला जाएगा. Before this, here also receiver what here doing? जैसे X यहाँ पे सीक्रेट की शेयर ने सिलेक्ट किया था सेंडर ने, वैसे ही बॉब क्या कर रहा है, एक सीक्रेट की सिलेक्ट करेगा. Now Y equals to suppose 6. इसने कुछ अपना खुद से सिलेक्ट किया, कोई भी रैंडम नंबर आप यूज कर सकते हो. ठीक है. By using this, now Bob is also going to calculate G raised to Y mod N. This is your first experiment also. If you have written your manual, experiment manual, फर्स्ट एक्सपेरिमेंट हमारा डेफी हेलमैन की एक्सचेंज एल्गोरिथम ही है, ये मैनुअल में है आपके. सो B इक्वल्स टू G रेस टू Y mod N. सो सिंपली G की वैल्यू क्या है, 7 रेस टू Y, दैट इज 6, सीक्रेट की है रिसीवर का, देन mod N वैल्यू इज 11. सो योर B विल बी 4. Fine. Now this A value will be shared with the Bob, and this B value will be shared with the Alice. ठीक है? They have some public numbers. They have their own secret numbers. By using this public number and the secret numbers, they are calculating one new value. And whatever they have calculated, they are simply exchanging. Fine. Now this was the fifth step to calculate the B values. Now, next after exchanging, अब क्या हो रहा है? Now finally we are calculating the K1. मतलब Alice जो भी की यूज हो रहा है, की यूज करेगी, वो यहाँ पे आएगा. So K1 equals to B raised to X mod N. अब ये B क्या है, जो रिसीवर की तरफ से आया, that is 4. X is sender's own secret key, that is 3 mod 11. So here 4 raised to 3 mod 11, you will get the value 9. तो ये क्या हुआ, Alice को मिल गया उसका की, K1 equals to 9. Now again we have the receiver side. receiver के पास भी की calculation होगा. This will be again the 7th step. K2 equals to whatever the A value which we have received from the Alice, that will be used raised to Y. Y is the secret key of the receiver. A raised to Y mod N. The value if we will put here, A value is 2, Y value is 6, raised mod N is 11. 2 raised to 6 mod 11, you will get the value K2. So if you can observe, the K1, or we can say the key which Alice is going to use while Alice will be performing the encryption, that is 9. Bob whenever applying the decryption process, and it is going to use the key which is also 9. So in this way, they are sharing the keys. They are using the shared key. Okay? ऐसा नहीं होता कि directly तुम्हारी key कुछ decide की और key ही हमने send कर दी. ऐसा नहीं होता. For that, we are sharing some internal values, and by calculating that, we are obtaining the keys at sender side also as well as at receiver side also. कोई और भी अगर आप नंबर यहाँ पे लेके देखेंगे by using the prime numbers, and if you will solve this, you will get the same value. अब ऐसा क्यों होता है? Because we have a lot of internal mathematical part. ये जो formulas है b raised to x में अगर आप ये वाली values डालेंगे तो उसको आपको internally solve करेंगे तो वो मिल जाएगा. But that is not the part of our algorithm. We just have to simply remember this formulas. Okay? इसके पीछे पूरा maths है जिसमें वो आपका ये we can derive this also कि ये कैसे इसी तरीके से K1 and K2 आता है. But at the end you just have to remember this formula. Also, by using the Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm, 10 marks numericals can be asked. या फिर आपके UT में भी आ सकता है. Diffie-Hellman पे आपके न्यूमेरिकल्स पूछे जाते हैं, एंड फॉर दैट यू हैव टू रिमेम्बर दिस फॉर्मूला, और उसी के लिए आपके प्रैक्टिकल में भी इसको इंक्लूड किया गया है, Diffie-Hellman की एक्सचेंज एल्गोरिथम. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Today we have discussed two algorithms. One is the Elgamal algorithm, which is used for the encryption purpose, and the another algorithm is Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm. Fine. For your UT2, 2 units will be there. Notes are already uploaded, recorded sessions are uploaded. You can refer that.